Hello, everybody. Namaste, to all of you. Pastor Devans here. And now you're gonna be wondering why am I talking in English first? And that's first because जो हमारा हिंदुस्तान में जो बहुत लोग होते हैं जो साउथ वाले लोग हैं जो नॉर्थ ईस्ट है शायद गुजरात वालों आई एम नॉट सो श्योर अबाउट दैम बट बहुत लोग होते जो जो हिंदी में बात नहीं करते और जिसको हिंदी अच्छा नहीं लगता है दे फील कंफर्टेबल इन देयर ओन लैंग्वेजेस एंड इंग्लिश इज an easier language. It united us and turned us against the British. So, and let me just make this really clear. अभी बहुत कुछ हो रहा है. There's a lot that's going on. I'm gonna try to use both languages, but yes, speak slowly. Also, you can also go to speed, and you can lower the speed if you want. Think my voice is too fast. So a lot has been going on. Fulga में जो हुआ था, I know many people are frustrated about this. जो बंगाल में जो हो रहा है, the crisis in Bengal, many people are upset about this. And as much as there's a free speech and you and or or this is or India and all, you can't just say everything because you don't know if it'll backfire on you. And what you think is freedom might just be a fantasy. So I know that many people feel angry, frustrated, and just not feeling okay. Not just with what the terrorists did, but also with how our politicians deal with it. Some people are blatantly disrespecting other artists by using AI. Like, I won't just name the political party for now because, well, one, it's well kind of obvious, and secondly, I don't want to get my ass burnt. Now, let me make this clear. In a country like that's as diverse as ours, you can't just expect one centralized solution to fix every problem. You can't expect one study method, one education board with one rigid, narrow definition of success, happiness, or whatever is even life, anything at all to dominate every student and control their minds and all. Now, I've looked at comments about from people who are stationed in Kashmir. Luckily, they've told me that like our government is doing something. And these incidents are less, but who knows what the truth is? The reason I'm letting this video be all long and slow and whatnot is because one thing I want to let you guys know is Maya has become the strongest thing in our reality. Right now, we have an agent of Maya called AI. And this Maya, this demon of Maya, this destroyer of dharma is so powerful that it can generate a video of me in the same room by stealing my data, the start of this video, without my consent. Everything, every mannerism I do, इसको deep fake बना के, and that same mannerisms that I'm doing, the same way I'm behaving, it will do replicate that entire video and make it look as if I said this. It will make it look as if I really feel like this. And it will make it look as if, even though I say that this video is not AI generated, it's actually real. ये सचमुच एक मनुष्य ने बनाया था. This video is actually made by an actual person. This video is made by an actual human being. And trust me, I'm a human being. I'm letting these mistakes happen because I know that the more perfect it sounds, the more unnatural, the more any unnatural similarities is just gonna make this video look more artificial. And we need to be more natural. The more I know it sounds strange, but we need to be as natural, and it's clear mistakes, failures, whatever, they're human. And this full gum incident is also something I'm going to talk about, but it's not the only topic. Because like many problems, they happen to be very interconnected. They're not easy to think. And Kashmir's incident has always been there ever since our first prime minister was too chicken to fix everything, and he just wrote 100 problems into I don't know what. Look, you can't just blindly go from one wing to another wing, or one side to right to the other side. You've got to be varied, careful. You have to think about the today, tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow for decision. And if you're a human being who gets contradicted or whatnot, that's human, okay? AIs thrive on artificial routine stupidity. AI art, AI this, AI that. It's very clear that when you try to become a machine, when you educate people to become a machine, humans will be, then the machine, then people will indeed be replaced with machines. They'll become the very thing they're replaced with. The very, I don't know, old PCs which are replaced with our laptops and smartphones or iPhones. And that was a disruption that screwed society over instead of a natural addition. Now, look, the way our education systems work, the way a lot of things in our country work, they don't allow us to have critical thinking. Luckily, my family, they whenever I made mistakes that could have very disastrous consequences, whenever I thought in ways which had disastrous consequences, or it even did anything which was contradictory in a very dangerous way, they always called me and they told me, "Is this who you are? Is this what you like?" A lot of people in my life told me that I shouldn't be rigid and falling into stupid categories, and I shouldn't let myself become some rigid two-dimensional one-dimensional character. I should think about my decisions, think about my actions. Since I was in Indonesia, my teachers told me to behave, to understand, and to be careful. Your words, your actions, you have the ability to change the world. And look, this video is long, but I'm deliberately gonna let it be long. AIs, we don't know whether deepfakes are gonna get strong enough to copy every single element of a human being. My videos are out there in public. Someone's gonna walk in, carry some cloning machine, clone it, make a clone of me, and heck, this video could have been generated by AI. YouTube tells you a video made by AI. I don't get time. I can't just say every video is not generated by AI. It's difficult. And some people, look, that's the problem is demonism. These asuras jo hote hain, they thrive in contradiction. For like, you don't know who's right and who's wrong. When we have these cruel, like, I know it's difficult. Maybe you guys don't understand what I'm saying. Like, are you gonna stick on one topic or two topics or three topics? But I want to just share my feelings. And I'm not deleting this video because I always delete videos. I always think I have to get it perfect. I have to get it right. But when I look at deepfakes, I realize that the more I just did that, the more I just tried to be fake, mechanical, the more it became like this. The more rigid we are, the more we think one solution is the only way, other solutions don't work, the more we are victim. Now, I don't know, look, about the terrorist thing. What happened? And I want to talk about this too, but I want to talk about other things. And if you guys can see my problems, you guys, my weakness, as a man, I want to show you that we're not perfect. We're not the strong men who can fix every problem. The strong men who can do this and that and that and that and this and that and whatever. We're not what the patriarchy tells you what we are. We're not this, I don't know, this sole breadwinner of the house, sole breadwinner of this and that. And the cultures, any culture perpetrates that is anti-democratic, anti-national, and is anti this. It should not exist in our country. This is why the French made laicite. I think that was the word, laicite, French secularism. They knew that if they let these people who could be anti-democratic with their The patriarchy, literally, they don't want democracy in our families, democracies in our home. The full ground terrorists, those were people who hate democracy. They hate freedom, they hate humanity, and they have the most one dimensional belief mindset you have. And I know you guys want me to talk about this, but let me make this very, very clear. Because I have made this video human. I have shown you guys that human beings, they're not perfect. I have autism spectrum disorder. And it is a 60%. I cannot show you my unique disability ID, but I assure you I have it. And I know you might lie, and you can't trust everyone online. And no matter how much they seem in, this is a part of Japan's culture. Before we continue the full ground terrorist attack, you should understand this. So Japan has a culture, and this is underrated, but Japan has a culture of honne, your true feelings, and tatamai, which is the facade on you keep in society to preserve the harmony. Now, as a family member, like of mine lives in countries like the UAE or in Canada or whatnot, you disperse in a way that's not healthy for people who believe in the free discussions of pro democracy and all that stuff. Because your family member will get screwed by some other twisted elite or in one democracy with many problems, or you or your family member might get caught into problems because another government has a different way of handling things. And I'm just being very, yeah, no, I have to be careful. I'm not as free to talk about as topics as much as you guys think. Because even though I live in India, abide by the Indian Constitution, when you have family members outside the country, and you have family members that under different governments who have to be careful, you need to understand you have your words. You with your words and actions can change the world. Now our government or has been favoring IITians that I feared. Well, let me just rephrase my sorry. Let me rephrase my language. I'm really sorry. So from all of the data, everything that I see, and as much as I do my research, I am obsessed with research. I like it, man. It's fun. It's addictive. It's something that when you have I have this thing called hyper focus. I get really focused on one thing, and I can't help but get out of it. I also have this thing called executive function disorder, which is I have difficulty with my tasks, managing time, managing a lot of things. Things come in, they pile up, and I'm unable to handle it. My whole brain is an unstructured mess sometimes. And yes, it's a disability. It is a disorder, a disability. Dyscalculia is a disability. Dyslexia is a disability. It is a disability. It's called what it is. I firmly believe in the concept of neurodivergence and neurodiversity. But what it is what it is. A spade is a spade. It can't be too. I feel diplomatic language is the most important language because the thing is about places like Kashmir, these places have historically been really, really unstable. If the first prime minister created 1,000 million problems in that region, and prior that region had 1,000 million problems from the British era, and then from the Mughal Sultanate era, it had 1 million problems. How is it a safe area if you're not so careful? Now I know our military does a lot of hard work there, but you can't expect everything to work. Even if you get rid of Article 370, you put everything under control. How do you know that your actions aren't fixing it? A centralized government, decentralized government. Every government has its merits and demerits. Now, a common man, second dimensional man, will all think about this one or two things: demerit and merit. There's a risk, there's a benefit, the risk, benefit. There's a future risk, future benefit. There's a long term, short term, middle term. All those things count. Before you make a decision, every decision will send ripples in time. How you handle a topic is how it will work. Now, as an autistic person, summarizing things, a lot of things are difficult. So I find summarizing things, understanding my feelings to be really difficult. So tools like ChatGPT are very helpful because they give you this, they help you manage things in ways that feel structured and helpful. And is this even I don't know this video is even like what watch you guys may not watch it care, but you watch an AI generated video. I don't know if the AI just took one scan of my face. Google, I don't know if elite Google is. I don't know. I'm just I just stopped here. Sometimes I don't. I just sometimes I end up repeating the last words, last syllables of a word. Don't know how. I just understand it. Sometimes I just don't get myself. I want to say that I'm gonna make a shorter video. I just wanted to talk to you guys. I wanted to just say something. And I know it sounds strange, but I wanted you guys to know that before I end this video and I make a shorter, more focused video, focusing on these problems and all, I want to make this really, really clear. Let's make two things clear. In the era of Maya, in the era where the asuras of the children of Loba, the asur of demon of greed, the asur of anger, Krodha, the asur of lust, Kama, the asur Akaruna, which is the asur is the opposition of compassion, that who believes in the sin of empathy. The God man who claims his religion hates kindness, the demon, the asura of avidya, which many people, IITians, JEE students, all of them, these coaching centers, they all, even our NCRT, all of these things, all fall under this one asura's teachings and words. It's obvious, asura avidya, of tainted knowledge. The asura of tainted knowledge, avidya, and we have all of these demons. We have let them become very powerful. The demon of mechanization, of disruption, the asura is also there. The more mechanical you behave, the more mechanical, the less mistakes, the more perfect, the more this 90%, 99% perfection you try to achieve, the more you're gonna get more mechanized. I have so many things to talk about, but I wanted to show you that I'm human. They say don't show your weaknesses; people will turn it against you. But man, do I want people to know that if we do not speak up about our problems, if we do not open up, if we do not show people that we need to be human, we need to be humanist, we need to be careful, we need to think about the future of our decisions before we need to be human. One to one, like you can have as many problems, but as long as you have a human resident in you, what can AI do against me? And look, I'm in the tech first. I'm doing a BCA semester 6 in cybersecurity internship. Balancing that and balancing my exams in Japanese is like, it is a mental pain. I do not think my internship company, my college, I am not sure. I cannot read their minds, so I don't know what they'll feel about this. But man, it's the worst hell because executive function. I have a disability. I cannot handle everything. And secondly, thinking outside the box is very important. If you don't have enough time, the time you use is the time you can help change the world. There was kind of this long ago, or culture, or Hindu or Sanatan Dharma culture knew about this problem, and they said, hey, hey, we know there's gonna be a period of darkness, a period of corruption, of cruelty, of evil, of God knows what. They said in that period it was going to be called Kali Yug, the the world age of the most strongest demon humanity has seen, the demon Kali Purush, a demon who corrodes the mind, the soul, the demon of capitalism itself and feudalism, of Adam Smith and God knows what CEO of feudalism, of all these evilisms out there. Kali Purush is behind them. In this reality and in this world where Maya is everywhere, my family, everyone's affected by it, and those who try to help me fight back, it catches up. In this time, dharm, dharmic righteousness is the most important factor. Now I'm gonna record another video. This video's title is "It's the honest talk, this one-to-one talk human with you." One-to-one human talk with you. I'll see you guys later. See you again. Have a nice day. Oh, so much. And this video is not AI. It's human, I promise. Deepfakes can fake anything, can they? But not this.